Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2015 Call of Duty World Championship presented by Xbox. My name is Rel, I'm joined with Ton here, and we have a really good game coming up, FaZe Red against AR.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Two big American teams going against each other. It could literally go either way, Rel. I mean, what's your predictions for this one? I really don't know.
Well, you see, the way I see it, FaZe Red have world champions on their team. So we've got Parasite from 2013, where he competed for Eco Impact, and we've got Aches, of course, from the Complexity lineup, who actually took the championship in 2014. So they're going to bring that wealth of experience, those championships to the table here. I'm edging towards FaZe Red based off how they competed in the regionals to actually qualify for this. They've got the higher seed, but do not rule AR out. They're a really strong team.
I would say I agree. FaZe Red, the caliber of those players, and that's what I mean. That's not taking anything away from AR, but FaZe Red's caliber of the team very, very, very strong. So I'm going to jump straight into it. It is actually going to be Solar Hardpoint. Let's see how this one goes. Okay.
Okay, so
so that isn't the game at all.
We have been given a different game, but that is absolutely fine. We're gonna still run with this anyway. So we're playing. We're gonna be casting over Mindfreak going up against UX here. So let's get straight into this. So of course, Mindfreak now, we're going to completely switch over what we were talking about there. But Mindfreak, one of the most dominant Australian teams, qualifying without dropping a single map, going up against what you could argue not one of the stronger European teams. You've kind of got to favour the Australians here, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been speaking to the Australian casters and we said instantly, like, look, these guys could potentially do some work here. And they seem to think so as well. So let's see what they can do. Buzzo 5-2 straight off the block there, and a very, very good start for him. And his team. Shocks does go down. Fighter and Den's also doing work, but unfortunately it did go down. Freddy K trying to get some kills on the board.
Here we go. So UX Gaming here trying to fight back into this, only trailing slightly. And I mean, the Australians, they're kind of this unknown entity. They only really compete within themselves due to the distance from the rest of the scene. But Mindfreak, as we say, so dominant. A lot of people are expecting these to place in the money here.
Yeah, I mean, I was speaking obviously to the Australian guys again. They were saying they could potentially be top 5, and I think that could potentially be a bold statement. But you know, the guys, they're a good team. I mean, UX at the moment probably not the sort of caliber team that they will necessarily be looking to fight to get in those top placements. But I mean, they'll have to put up a good show in here to really convince me that they could get in the top 5, because there's so many good teams here this weekend, Ralph.
Absolutely. Well, Fighter is on fire there, went on an absolute rampage, already in double digits on the kills, and Denz is following that up. Denz has been tipped to be one of the stronger players on this lineup, originating from the T1 Dotters that placed 5th in the last Call of Duty World Championship, taking home some money for the Australians. And, you know, you got to feel that he was one of the stronger players on that team, so he's bringing that experience to Mindfreak.
Well, 10-4, that's said. As the rotation does come around, the scrap points are going to go to UX, but it's not going to be enough. And Buzzo is set up nicely here to stop anybody coming down this left-hand side. He needs to win this gunfight. Does take one down. He's going to have somebody else coming towards him as well. He's going to manage to stay alive, though. It does eventually go down. Freddy K with the kill onto him, but it is going to be Mindfreak set up in the point, but it is going to be Theros who's slipped the net, but does eventually go down.
All right, well, let's show some love to the Germans here, because as we say, there's 2 German teams competing here. One is Fab E, the German squad. There's 2 Fab E squadrons actually competing in the World Championship. One of them is the German team. I'd say they are the preferred to actually get further, but under UX Gaming, I mean, don't write these guys off. We've seen these perform online consistently. Really strong search and destroy team, but they are struggling on this hard point against the Aussies. Yeah,
and Mindfreak really coming out the box here straight off the bat. I mean, if you even just look at the kill feed in the top right-hand side corner, they are all positive, but 1 and Denz. I mean, 14 and 6 from Fighter at the moment. Currently on a 2 streak, 5 captures to his name. Another kill on the board for him. Freddy K does go down. Mindfreak looking very, very good so far.
Okay, and we're still going to stay on board with Fire. I mean, it's almost uncontested here. UX Gaming, they're doing what they can, but if we just cast our eyes to those kill-death ratios, every single player from Mindfreak is positive by a considerable margin. Den's there just scraping through on the positive kill-death, but every single player from UX Gaming really struggling. And I mean, Hardpoint, it's not a kill-dependent game mode, but you've got to be making those kills if you want to secure the points for your team.
Well, on board with Buzzo now, just trying to hold down this right-hand side. Kill's going to come in, though, from UX, and that's 4 men down. They should be able to get some control here, and if you can get set up nicely, this one is not too hard to hold down. But the thing is, if Mindfreak all come from one different direction, it can all fall apart very, very quickly. But on board Theros now, and they're getting some points on the board. D-Magic doing work, though. 2-piece for him, takes down Buzzo and Co. So 108 to 45. And rising for UX, and that's what I'm talking about when they stack up together. Mindfreak trying to push in there, Buzzo and Fighter coming in there with kills, 1 apiece. They should be able to break that and get some more points on the board, but the rotation did not come in early enough.
Yeah, I mean, you can see UX Gaming trying to get on that rotate. Now, it's just too late, really. They are securing points, but Mindfreak are already set up around it. They're going for the pin, so they're going to be pushing in now, but UX holding fast, doing a great job here to actually pick up some points now and get themselves back into this game.
Oh, with Freddy Cage just trying to get some kills down that side. Shox is going to take down Buzzo. That's not going to help his team out very much. Theros jumping down, actually tried to get that kill as well. Does get taken down by Dens, but Kookster is in there now trying to get some points back on the board for his team. Mindfreak at the moment, we're well in the lead, but it is being clawed by just a little bit now by UX. If we have a look, Shox, 20 and 10 from him. 20 and 16 from D-Magic as well, so yeah, on board with him now. Making some kills there for UX.
There we go, D-Magic there, doing a great job trying to follow it up with that second kill, but unable to do so. And, you know, they're really trying to get back into this on this final hard point before we go straight back to the middle pool. I've got to say, this has probably been one of the stronger hard points for them, but again, it's just not enough. The constant pressure from Mindfreak is just overwhelming on UX Gaming.
Well, on board with Buzzo, and they just UX seem to just make those kills at the moments when they need to. UX are making kills, but Mindfreak are just coming in there at the right times and making the kills at the right times on the hard point. UX really needs, I mean, we've seen a score streak coming in there actually. Don't think it really bear any fruit, but on board with Buzzo, it's Mindfreak trying to extend that lead.
There we go. Mindfreak doing a great job here, working around the middle. I mean, if we actually look at the APAC qualifiers, the 4 Mindfreak players placed in the top 5 kill death ratios for the event, completely dominant, taking out, as we say, the Trident T1 Dotters, who placed 5th at the previous Call of Duty World Championship. Now with featuring Dens on their lineup, they just look even stronger. This is essentially the Australian God Squad going up against the Germans, but let's show some love to this German team. I mean, we can see D-Magic here really trying to pull his weight for his team, 23 to 21, staying positive, trying to get on those hard points, but it's Theros who's doing the objective work with 10 captures.
Well, on board with Theros now, just trying to look around, trying to get some kills in this mid-map as they do try and get a better rotation. They aren't going to be the first ones to the hard point, but it is Mindfreak with the better spawn, so they're going to try and push, but that's very well played by UX. They got there first, and then they pushed them out, but then subsequently they've lost control of the hard point, so they just need to balance that out a little bit better, but Shox is going to pick up, I think it was 3 in the end there. He does eventually go down to Freddy K. Den's going to come in there and make a kill as well, but kills being exchanged left, right, and center. MF 173 to 79 at the moment, and the difference has never really changed for a while now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's completely going in favor of Mindfreak. It's really credit to them. This is an incredibly strong hardpoint game that we're seeing, and certainly they're sending a message to the rest of the competitors at this tournament. I mean, this is a huge margin that they've actually got under the belt. Do not get me wrong at all. It is still possible for UX to get back into this, but they're going to have to be completely getting 60 points on each hardpoint moving forward if they want to stand a chance.
Well, with Theros now, 3 minutes remaining as mentioned. 100 points now. His lead does get extended by MF. See what Theros can do here. Taking out a bit of an unconventional route, does get shut down. That's good cover by Buzzo around the back there. He was still alive. Dens does get taken down though, so this is going to be UX trying to get inside. You have the men, but not going to be able to try and push through, and it is just going to be MF all over the place, and D-Magic turned on just a little bit there by Shox. And MF looking very strong here.
Well, this is it. I mean, UX Gaming, they're just trying to punch through that Mindfreak wall, but every single time they advance on the hardpoint area, they're just getting completely shut down. We can see Mindfreak just racking up more and more points, and look at that Shox, 38 kills and only 18 deaths, a 4 streak under his belt, and doing a lot of objective work alongside Fider, who's been pushing for those initial hardpoint captures.
Well, with Shox now 41 to 18, he's playing very, very well. Does go down 8 captures to his name as well, but Theros, as mentioned, 12 captures for him. A very, very good score, but you know, he needs to follow that up with a few more kills as he gets absolutely destroyed by Fighter, catching him with his pants down just a little bit there. And this game is all but over at the moment. And just a few more points to go. And MF will be walking away with map number 1.
Yeah, Shox looking so dominant here with the kills and deaths ratio. And he's definitely going to be one to watch as we move on to the other slaying game types, such as uplink and capture the flag. You know, I know this is a really strong search and destroy team. The Australians do get a lot of credit for the search and destroy play. And I'm sure that they'd be wanting to send UX Gaming down into the 100-point club. But UX are fighting back. I mean, they aren't going to be able to take this map. It is mathematically impossible, but they're going to reduce that deficit as much as they can before this game ends.
Well, on board with D-Magic now, just trying to get some points on the board for his team, trying to make this a little bit more respectable. And you know what, they're doing all right. He does pick up a 2-piece for himself there. And MF not quite able to close this one out. Of course, it is now impossible for UX to bring this one back. But, you know, it's always nice to give yourself some confidence going to the next map. And D-Magic doing some good work here. He's played quite well, 34 and 32. You look at the kills, then not all of them aren't really that negative. So, I mean, you know, you can take that into the next game. And that's going to be picking up those final few points they need, 250 to 129, and that is going to be the map.
That is a huge victory there for Mindfreak, and you know they were going into this game confident. I remember speaking to Naked, who's actually supporting the team and working alongside them, and one of the previous Call of Duty World Championship competitors that's actually left this squad in favor of the other players, and he was saying they're going into this tournament confident. They're very confident they're going to break out a pool play, but it's then that it's going to start for them. So I don't think they were particularly worried going up against UX.
No, I mean UX, probably the second best Germany. Well, obviously the other German team apart from Fabi, Germany. Yeah, really not up to scratch with the very, very good teams. And I would put Mindfreak in that bracket after what's in there and after some of the talk I've heard about them. But let's see how they do. Map number 2 coming up. It is going to be Biolab just after this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Biowasted here, joined by Tan for game number 2 of this Mindfreak and UX Gaming matchup here at the Call of Duty Championships. After a convincing hardpoint win there by Mindfreak.
Yeah, very, very, very strong. Very strong indeed. I mean, UX, they never really looked in it. I mean, the points difference always stayed the same once Mindfreak did actually get that lead. Then from that point, it was just all Mindfreak. I mean, shocks. I mean, that's all I can really say about it. I mean, making up kills left, right, and center. Looked very strong. I don't see anything else apart from 3-0 after that first map.
So the S&D we're into right now, and Buzzing's on our screens. A sniper in hand, bomb as well, and you're just going to see him popping up and down like on a little pogo stick, trying to find a player to peek and poke at. Couldn't see no one down there, though, on the outside of green. As you see the minimap, no players from UX have actually pushed up. They're all sitting back there as well.
It's all very passive from both teams. Both teams really just waiting for each other here. Oh, and he sees the pick, doesn't quite get that there. Not landing much of a shot. I mean, he did actually get the hit marker there, but nothing landed. Yeah,
take for days, it would seem. Buzzin just decides to chill back here now. One player inside of mid, those shocks, looking down towards that circle. Sees one player in there. He decides to pull out his thermal mores as well. Hoping that player will peek and poke once again. He decides against it, though. These guys looking to rotate to Bino. First kill by Dens. It's a third sniper for this team fighter. He won't have one out, though. He'll have that ASM-1 instead. So 3 scopes in the hand in an overkill class situation right now. There's 2 players now dropped. It's going to be Theros and Cookster, both down here in the round. Bomb gets planted at B.
Well, there's a lot of kills going down for Eddie K. The last man alive here. 4 versus 1. He's in a precarious situation now. He's really going to get surrounded by Mindfreak. He does go down. That's 1-0 in very convincing fashion to Mindfreak. Very, very well played. They just seem to wait it out, look for the picks, then make the move from there.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Obviously, a different game. You know, last year, a lot of the Australian teams went over their aggressiveness in the S&Ds. They were known to be pushed out, challenged 1v2s all the time. This time around, a different game. You know, you can be aggressive when it needs to be. You can really switch it in due to the fact you can boost and dash.
Yeah.
So you can boost in, get a kill, dash back out again. You know, sort of things like that. So keep an eye out for that sort of situations in these guys in that rounds. But right now, into the attacking round we go with that UX team, and see if they can get around here on their own. You know, perhaps a kill which they couldn't pick up last round alone.
Yeah, I think literally this map is really about picks because of the fact that you can just try. I mean, we say that D-Magic gets that one there because if you can get that pick, you know you can make that move to the bomb site. But then answering back, that's going to be 3 versus 3. That's going to reset things back to what it was basically. Just trying to have a pick. You see, if you got the numbers advantage on this one, you can literally trade kill for kill, and you'll be all right.
See Cookster on our screens right there at this moment. He decides to try and have a bit of a peek. Try and find what you can with that Moore's thermal. No one players really around that area at that time. Thanks to the minimap, we can't see him. And of course, CoD Vision engaged now. 3 players all around circle here. Oh, nice way there by Freddy. Can't get the 2 go. Dans will jump around and find the kill and shut him up with. So Dynamic now, the Magic, sorry, left with Cookster here and a 2v2 with Dans and Fighter.
Well, he's the one left alive, is D-Magic. He played quite well on that hard point, even though his team lost that quite convincingly. He's in a lot of trouble now. He's going to get hit markers and not quite get the kill, though. It's going to be 2-0 to Mindfreak. Looking very comfortable from them at the moment.
Yeah, after that hard point victory there, obviously their confidence is right there, their mindsets are right. These guys are feeling it. They want to get a 3-0. You know, confidence is key in this sort of competition.
Yeah, momentum is a big thing as well. I mean, if you can go 3-0 in the groups and get yourself rolling with the punches, basically, and you know, firing well, it really, really helps your team. Mindfreak looking good so far, and you know, it's something I just have a little bit of a discussion about. Where do you see them going? Because I was speaking to Josh, and he seems to think he was saying potentially top 5. I mean, I'll be honest, I was surprised with the caliber of teams here that they would get top 5.
I've tipped Mindfreak for top 8 personally,
okay.
And a lot of Australians have agreed with me in that tip. A lot of them are like, oh, you know, could do top 6. I'm a bit iffy. I'm like, you know, I'm all for our teams doing better.
Yeah.
Obviously I am, but I'm feeling top 8 is an achievable goal for Mindfreak at this stage.
Top 8 would be very good considering the caliber of this competition this weekend. You know, let's
yeah.
see how they do. I mean, it's hard to judge because of
We don't know who's coming out.
Yeah, well, at the same time, the competition, obviously Europeans and Americans play against each other quite a lot. The Australian teams don't tend to play against anybody apart from the Australian teams.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
that's where we got to see how good they actually are. So let's see if they can prove you right this weekend on board with Deds.
This round has gone for 45 seconds, and finally a kill does go out. Freddie K will find Shocks with that scope instead, as now Den's on our screens. Looking to make a bit of a flank push around here, as Cookster finds Buzzo that time as well. Den's now by himself in a 1v4 situation here as well. We're going to see him try and figure out what he can actually do. One player who's right in front of him. It's going to be D-Magic. Scope comes out. Quick scope in to find Freddie K as well. Now 1v2. 20 seconds left on the clock. Den's trying to come up clutch here. Both those players are pretty close together. They both decide to push in towards elbow there. And if he can get one, he might be able to get the second one right in front. Went for the power slide. Wrong time to do a bit of dance move there, Dens. And shut down he will get. Well, 2-1 the scoreline becomes.
Yeah, I think that was always going to be a hard situation. He did very well to get the first 2 kills. And after that, I think, you know, UX did that right. They stacked it together and said, you look, even if he takes one of us down, we should be there to cover each other. Didn't even get that far in the end. Does get taken down 2-1 now.
So 2-1. See if US can actually go an attacking round here, though. Yeah, they struggled a little bit here. They got a few kills during their attacking round the first time around. Obviously, the first round in, they didn't get any at all. So if they can get a bit of momentum happening, you know, if Theros, Cookster, and D-Magic can get a kill each here in this round, then it'll help them a little bit. Same time, Buzzin, 0-2 right now as well. You know, he's got 1 player to his name, but he needs to get some kills to help his teammates out. And as I say, that Shocks' nade comes rolling on in to find Theros there to get the first kill in the round.
Oh, on board with Freddie K now. Just trying to have a look around here. And the setup, all right, but look at the guy from Mindfreak that's just coming on your screen now. Is Shocks in a great position to take down Freddie K. Does get taken down by D-Magic though. And Cookster not going to make the kill, but D-Magic's going to clean up for him. So last guy alive is going to be Fighter. This could be 2-2.
Fighter now looking for that late nade going on in. Might have perfectly timed that actually. Gets a tag on it alone. Goes to the second one here now. He could be able to get the kill if that one if it lands where he needs it to. Rolls too far and again hits the tag. That bomb's going to go down. He knows there's a player there. Decides to come in from up high. Sees him jetpack on out there as well with that boost dash from that exosuit ability. One player to his right inside of green. One player retailing back out and away. Decides actually didn't even go for the defusal straight away. He's on the hunt for these kills. He sees him there. Gets the kill on one. With that bell out, looking for the second one here as well now. 1v1 situation. D-Magic there, chasing him from behind. Shots are going out. 20 seconds left. He tries to try and turn around. Don't fight against the kill. The headshot, the turn on. Not so much a world star, but close enough to be a world champion with that sort of play. 2-1 the scoreline is right now. It's about to become 3-1 here on this scoreboard.
That is very well played by Fighter. You know, I thought UX did it right. I thought he ran away and just sort of said, oh, look, you know, I don't need to make this kill. As long as I'm alive to prevent him from defusing this bomb, then I'm okay. But he went for the kill and gets turned on horribly. Fighter, very, very well played. 4-1 from him. 7-2 from Dens as well. Look at him, that top of the leaderboard. As I said, Buzzo 0-3. But at the moment, you know, his team... I just have him on his backpack at the moment. I'm sure he won't be happy about that, but hey ho, 3-1 is a good enough score. Kills changed between the teams here. Fighter taking out Cookster after Cookster taking down Shocks. Although Den's getting very aggressive down this left-hand side, really setting it up here, and they're taking the bomb all the way around. Fighter getting the kills on the board as well.
I'm not sure about that play there by Den's taking that bomb all the way up there. A bit of a risky move. Obviously, if you do get killed, decides to come back now. He's done his damage and decides to put that bomb down at B. You know, Freddie K actually right above him here. Is he going to go for the ninja? No, decides against it. One player down. Can he get the clutch? Can he get the 1v2 situation there? Freddie K up against Buzzo right now. Buzzin's first kill if he can. Freddie K currently, overall, KD-wise, he's taking the win here for that US team squad. Right now, Buzzin on our screens instead of here with Freddie K. Just grabs that bomb, hightails it out. Did Freddie K notice that? That is the question.
I think he has. He's just going to have a look around, and if he does realize the bomb, but saying that, Buzzo caught timing on both occasions. Oh, very, very nicely well done by Buzzo. That was very nicely played. Just set himself out there thinking, all right, yeah, you're going to go and check A, are you? You going to check A? No, I'm planting a big bomb down. Freddie K, 5-4. He needs to do something about Buzzo. Yeah, it is 0-3. Sniper rifle is out. Buzzo's in trouble. He needs to Buzzo literally needs to stay alive. Freddie K comes in with a sniper, and you got to question why Buzzo's really peeking there. He knows he's got the sniper rifle. Stay alive. Just stay alive. Stay out of sight, and you'll be okay.
Out of sight, out of mind. Could have just waited to fight another day, but that'll be the second round now for the US gaming team. Score becomes 3-2 now, and you know they're turning up a little bit here. This is good. This is what you want to see after that hardpoint game. You want to see UX turn up.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen so many 3-0s so far in the station. We want to see some competitive games. At the moment, though, I think we really have sort of had two different calibers of teams going against each other. This one, same again. I feel Mindfreak up there within the top 8 teams here, potentially. But yeah.
hopefully, fingers crossed. But
Hopefully.
anyway, we do see D-Magic now on our screens, and he's keeping an eye on that top of B, making sure no one's going to top over the top purple. Freddie K will poke and find Buzzo as well that round, as Theros now trying to find that bank shot nade on a player at the back there. Doesn't find anyone, no takers on it, as it becomes that 4v3 situation. Obviously, Buzz and the A1 being dropped so far here in the round. 30 seconds almost gone.
On board with Theros now. Bomb going down. Freddie K is doing so much damage with that sniper rifle, even on the attacking rounds, picking up picks when he needs to. Fighter is going to answer back. It's 3 versus 2. Fighter and Dens to try and get through Freddie K, Cookster, and Theros. Yeah.
Theros on our screens. We're scrolling through all the players left alive for UX to see where they're located, see if anyone's going to come up and challenge him in a moment. One player then, but Dens will find Theros there as well.
Now
it's
well
become
get out as well.
A 2v2. Dens picked up a third there on Freddie K now, so that's now 1v2 here for Cookster. They're going for the defusal. He's on the bomb. He sees him there. He gets that kill instead. Den's now in a 1v1. Bomb is ticking on away. 15 seconds left. He should know that he's going to die. Nice little push inside there. He will challenge that. He won't have enough time to go back to the defusal, though. So great work there by Cookster for staying alive.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
Allowing them to get that 3v3.
You know, Dens did very well to get to this point. I mean, 3 kills in that round straight away there. But, I mean, you know, very, very well played from Cookster. You know, even if that bomb's down, you don't need to be in and around it. You know you got enough time. I always think is the 15 minutes at the 15-second mark the most important thing. Yeah. You don't have enough time to defuse that before he has to check it at 7.5 seconds. Anytime after 15 seconds. So once you get to that point, if you're defending the bomb, you should win it.
Oh, agreed. And these guys obviously aware of that. So that's what he was trying to achieve out of that one. It was the 2 rounds before where they made the mistake and he challenged instead.
Yeah.
And that's where they lost that round. But right now, Fighter on our screens. They're going to come up towards this A-bomb site. Dens, bomb in hand. They've also got 1 player left in spawn, Buzzard. I'm not too sure if it is on purpose. Good. He's not just like sitting back there wondering what he should be doing wrong. As we'll see it's there. Fighter back on our screens again, though. Shocks obviously here around with Dens 2. Bomb in hand. These guys want to put this bomb down today, but they're probably waiting until they get a pick. There's one. Fighter looking for the second one here now. Death from above. Gets a tag. Whoa. Can't confirm it, though.
Yeah, didn't get all the bullets in there that he needed. Shocks did clean that up for him, though. On board Fighter looking for another kill as the bomb does go down. He's going to get taken down by Cookster, who's the last guy alive. 1 versus 3 against Dens, Shocks, and Buzzo. He is going to go down also. And that is going to be 4-3. Mindfreak looking to try and pull away here.
They're going to try and get it back there. Obviously, they had a good start, and then it slowed down a little bit with UX turning it up and bringing around back in their own right. But right now, you know, this Buzzard's first kill of the game there as well. So hopefully that'll be a bit of momentum changing for him. Overall, you know, some few kills going on for the UX too. You know, there was one player who was on 0 for a little bit there as well, and he picked up 1. It's only a Theros there. So if Theros can get a few more kills here as well,
yeah,
they should get some rounds.
It's the same story for both teams. I mean, the real difference is Den's going 11-3 at the moment. I think that seems to be the tell. I mean, you can give me a bit of backstory on Dens. I mean, big player in the Australian scene.
Den's obviously considered one of the best players in Australia right now, if not the best, by a few people in this age group and on this game. So he's one player you obviously would want to keep an eye out for. Buzzard's now turning it up. There's the 2 more kills in this round. He's going to go for the ace at this round. There's a third. He wants the ace right now. And what a way to bring it back if he does get that ace in that sort of situation. Theros, though, 1 and 6 in the KD. Does have that second. Samtech's going out. Doesn't get a tag on it, though. Bomb in hand. He's going to try and go for a hunt down on these remaining players. Fighter and Buzz and Fighter's there right in front of him. He sees him. He gets the poke on him, gets the kill, and there it is there. So no ace for Buzzin, but Buzzin's 3 kills, Fire on 1, and just like that, 5-6 this score becomes.
Yeah, I know. Very quickly can turn things around if you can have yourself a good round. At the moment, though, it's looking good for Mindfreak. First map, very comfortable. This one, not so much. But, you know, we always talk about teams outside of the UK from Europe. Always good at S&D. Always tend to have a little bit of an edge on that compared to the other game modes. At this moment in time, though, Freddie K not doing too bad, but the rest of his team really not pulling their weight. But Fighter and Dens at the top of that leaderboard, looking very good from them.
Yeah, they are. Shock's also one of the players that have that good slaying ability. You saw during that hardpoint game, you know, dropping those big numbers, and right now he's going to switch back over towards Dens. There's a player across there in purple. He's warning and hoping that they poke, but Freddie K, aware that there could be a player out there watching, and there it is there. Cookster, hop up, skip, and a jump up high. We'll take out Fighter with a quick little quick scope coming out from him. Den's aware as a player around there as well, but he's not too sure. There he is there, gets the kick, killing him as well. Bit of a hard scope, but still got the kill. 3-3 now remaining here in the round.
Well, on board with Dens. It was a nice shot, though. I mean, he didn't really have much of an opportunity to take it, but very quickly wrapped up. Freddie K is hellish with that sniper rifle. 10 and 7 from him, and I think most of them have been with the sniper. I mean, we've seen him nearly do the 1 versus 4 when he picked up them 2 kills. But other than that, I mean, he's really done a lot of work with the sniper rifle, but he needs the rest of his team to be picking it up. It is currently a 2 versus 3 in favor of UX.
Really, they've got this bomb down here now. They've got D-Magic, who's just inside a circle there, waiting and watching for these guys to do something. So there the bomb will go down. D-Magic's going to poke straight away. Whoever Shock sees that and gets the kill here, it'll be the main thing. They've got a good setup, you know, he's on the inside of green, but they don't know there's some player in there either. So if these guys from UX time this perfectly, they can pinch at the right time and close in and out. There. Shock's getting dropped down on the trade-off there. Now it's a 1v2. Buzzin's got to either check that bomb, or he's going to try and get the kills here. There's a player above watching up and around, decides to check the bomb instead. One player there gets the kill,
oh, just
stays
about
alive.
Got it.
And this CoD timing, one of those things, there's enough time to defuse it, though. Theros will come on in with the defusal.
Yeah, that must have been very, very close there. He was defusing for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But eventually gets the kill there, left it just a little bit late, and he was very unfortunate. He nearly just about got away, or nearly made the kill, but you know, that is actually going to be 5-4 now as we go into the next round. And it's looking good from Mindfreak, but UX definitely stepping the game up in the S&D.
Oh, definitely, you know, and that's what you want to see. Like I said, that's what you want to see. Like, their mindsets haven't changed. The confidence is still there. They're here to win. They're here to place. They want to make it into double limb, and that's what you have to do. You have to go up against teams like this. You know, their pool's not that much easier either. They've all got Envious in their pool as well. So, you know, you need to be able to make sure you can get past these teams in any sort of situation. And right now, they're proving that they can during this S&D on Biolab. Right now, Freddie Cow on our screens, that scope, you know, I wanted to keep an eye on him in case he's going to pull up some quick shots like we've seen so many times in the past. Shots are going out here. Nade comes bouncing on in. Won't find Cookster, though, as the three of them hightail it back.
Well, a little bit of a slower round. We've seen it being quite gradual towards the bomb site. They seem to move in, get a couple of kills, move forward, get the bomb down. This one's a little bit slower. Both teams just really trying to get the feelers out to see what they can do with it here. With Cookster up. Got Freddie K sniping, though. I do believe that Mindfreak will be looking out for that because he's been very much inspirational for UX at the moment. He's really carrying them sort of to victory, and now we're on board with Cookster. Bozo gets first kill on the Freddie K.
He's trying to see, he's going to challenge and a kill here. Shots picked up D-Magic there. Theros hits C1, bottom circle there as well. So Cookster and Theros both still alive. There goes Theros. Sorry, Cookster now inside of tower. Oh, the tag out of the scope there. One player's challenging here, tries to push it back, can't. They two players push. The third will go with the defusal. And just like that, Denz will get a defusal, and Mindfreak will take out the S&D as well. 6-4 that score up against UX Gaming, and like that, the score becomes 2-0 in the series.
Very, very well done by Mindfreak. It didn't look very convincing.
No,
it looked relatively comfortable in the rounds that they won, but you know, a couple of times Freddie K is getting a couple of them good sniper kills off, putting the doubt in the mind of Mindfreak. They're always a man down at some points, but you know, coming up clutch when they need to. But look at Denz. I mean, he had the first maybe 3/4 of that game, he was phenomenal. Dropped off just a little bit, but the rest of his team picked it up when they needed to. 6-4 is the score, and 2-0 to Mindfreak. Do not go anywhere. Next map coming up, I do believe is going to be Retreat CTF, and we'll be coming that just after this break. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 2015 Call of Duty World Championship presented by Xbox. My name's Tony, and I am here with BioAcid. Acid, we've had your compatriots, if you like, on Mindfreak here, doing pretty well.
They have so far. Obviously a convincing win during the hard point they had earlier off on Solar. Now obviously you do have as well this S&D that just played out on Biolab. It was a 6-4 game, very close game indeed, but they're heading to CTF Retreat. Different map altogether. We'll find out how these guys will play it out here in just a moment, but as these guys get matched up underway, you know, I want to jump in with someone from the UX squad to kick things off here. You know, Freddie K rolling a sniper, rolling overkill in CTF. Common or not?
I've seen it a couple of times, and I always question it because it puts you in. It's nice.
Magic's the same.
Yeah, I know. It's it is something European that happens a little bit, and I don't really understand it. I get it for the first picks, but then you're in trouble when they start coming towards you. Thankfully, D-Magic has a battle with him, so I mean. It's weird. I've seen it before. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's really that advantageous, but there you go. They're going to get pushed in there. Now, I think it's really just to set people back a little bit.
I think at the same time, you know, it does, you know, but also if you do respawn and you have a sniper and you've got a long shot to take, it obviously is a little bit easier. So maybe that's the logic behind it, but I agree. Bit of it out of the ordinary. Shock's right now, bombing, flag in hand, sorry, as he tries to make that play past Pool. Freddie K is going to shut him down, get the return at the same time inside a hotel. Decides to try and maybe challenge, go for the challenge there, but Denz is there at the accommodation check-in saying denied, and just like that, it's only Cookster and D-Magic up for a short while.
Well, D-Magic had a very good start, 3-3 now, 3 deaths in a row without getting anything. Cookster currently on a 3 streak though, 4-2 from him. Mint had a 4 streak, 5-2. Fighter going to try and get in with a knife kill there, not going to happen for him. Just trying to have a look around, did land some hit markers, but does have that flag, trying to run away. And he has about getting it away, but both flags were actually away. That flag might just about get reset, as a lot of members of UX are coming in there. Theros did pick up a 2-piece there, and Denz is trying to shut that down. They have done, and all 4 members.
Yeah, all 4 defending that flag carrier right now.
They're pretty much in a good position here.
You can see them on the mini-map, you know, they're all spawned around that cafe area, so Den was just chilling there waiting for these guys to come along. Obviously, he's got teammates trying to push up to challenge Cookster, who has that obviously decided flags for him. So if they can do that, they'll be able to get this flag in the return. Buzzing down on a 1v1 side. Freddie K's going to shut him down after picking up shocks as well. So big play and big two-piece there by Freddie K.
Oh, he's in
as
trouble.
They go down challenge Dan's. Actually, Dan's is there. Players all around. They should be able to get their return. They should be able to grab this flag cap in. They will. 1-0 to the UX squad.
Yeah, very, very well played. They just sort of pinched in there a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was sort of a case, I think MF got a little bit too aggressive to try and return that flag. Two of them went down very quickly. Leaves them in a bad situation straight away. You got one guy defending your flag. It's going to be an issue if he gets taken down. It was an issue. Nice kill by Demagic there. You know, he's actually quite impressed me. I think he's been quite good. I mean, him and Freddie K between them have looked all right. The other two guys maybe not pulling their weight as much as they can, but at this moment in time they are in the lead on the CTF.
Yeah, you do have Demagic there with that flag fighter with the opposite side of flag of things as well. So right now, you know, both flags are away, a bit of a stalemate situation. It's going to come down again to who can get that flag returned first. There's a flag being dropped. Den should be able to get the return there as well. Two-piece for Dan's. Flag gets returned. Fighter puts it on in. A player was there even waiting for it, but Fighter turns around to pick up. Their officer was there after he picked up Buzzin. 1-1 the scoreline becomes. We're into that second quarter now as you see Shocks going for that multi-run, going for that recap, so to speak, as he goes to run a nice little run past Pool, the more favoured place, the more preferred way to go.
All the way through, and he is just about going to have some come up. Buzzo should be able to put this one in, but he's got somebody else to go up against. He does get that two-piece there, and just about gets the flag there. Sorry, it was Freddie K who stops him there. Just about got the flag though. 2-1 now, 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining on the first half. Freddie K should be able to get one back here for his team, but there is somebody from Mindfreak who wants to answer back to that. That was Shocks. He does go down. Dents does clean up though. That flag may or may not get returned, but that's a couple of members down. Fight that last guy alive. Has some defensive work to do.
He does right now. Of course, we've got the Cookster man on our screens. Demagic with that flag, trying to go for a run here. He actually should be able to get this in. No one's going to challenge him there. So it's going to become 2-2 on that scoreline. Minute 15 left on that clock thereabouts, just about to come in to play. And right now, you know, Demagic's looking to go for another flag run here. He's got one player in the middle. It's going to be Fighter there, pushing that, challenging. Good shots there by Demagic with that bell. So that's 4 players down right now. No one really in position to, or there was one in position, sorry, to grab that flag and run. They're off there, but they don't have middle part locked down in the cuts. So that's where they could lose this flag run.
Well, Cookstep does eventually go down, as he said. They don't have the cuts yet. They just made it through. They've done very well actually here, UX. 3-2 up. Obviously, I mean, we've got 5 minutes left after this half, and I just can't say anything else apart from MF coming back into this. They look a very, very strong squad. Would you say CTF is potentially their weakest game mode, or?
I feel that it's not their weakest. It probably would be out of the 3, obviously. Yeah. If you had to look at it like compared to S&D and Uplink and Hardpoint, then yeah, I'd say that CTF Pro would not so much. Maybe in retreat as well. I know that Uplink on comeback is their best game plan map.
All right, okay.
Like hands down. So that sort of situation, that sort of won't come into play in this sort of way. But you know they do play Biolab on Uplink as well. But just like that, they have to put another cap in, and they're trying to do another one before the end of the half here. But both flags are currently away from base right now, and no one really there to stop a flag run or get those kills. Dens might be able to help out here a little bit if he can stop that run from happening, but Demagic there putting the kills out. Demagic picks up Dens as well. So, look out from behind. There could have been a last little minute kill there, but wasn't to be the case. 3-2 the scoreline now becomes, with Mindfreak still in the lead, but only by 1 capture here. So, you know, US Gaming really turning things up during their CTF. That's what you want to see when they were down 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, you know, you really do want to see them come back like that. It makes for a more interesting game, if anything, you know. It's a case of they need to get the confidence back, or it's going to be a whitewash, a complete whitewash. But at this moment in time, it's not looking too bad for them. They are in the lead, but Mindfreak need to try and get back on this game.
Yeah, they do, and hopefully they'll be able to. But at the same time, you know, you want to see UX perhaps pick up a game here, or a map here, because that'll push the series. You know, obviously then a game 4, then a game 5, perhaps, if that can go on all the way through. Right now, Demagic, these snipers again. You know, it's a different format, and that's maybe one of the things that's throwing Mindfreak off there. They're not used to facing up against snipers on a CTF game.
Cookster with the melee custom there. I mean, it's something we don't see too much in the European scene whatsoever, but he's bringing it out here. Does get shut down. Dent's coming in there with that one though. Demagic playing very, very well. 14-7 and 4 streak for him with the capture to his name. Also thinking about a flag, not going to happen though. Fighter does take him down. Eradicate answering back, taking down Buzzer, but there you go. A couple of kills going to go down for Mindfreak. 4 members do go down. It is Shock's going to be pulling that one away.
Yeah, Shock's going to run this one towards Pool here. Looking at that mini-map side of things, they should be able to get this one in very comfortably. There is one player that could be almost hitting his own teammate there, but Fighter didn't have none of it. Backed away a bit too much. And that's one of the things you got to keep an eye on between these guys. Den's, Fighter, and Shocks, when it comes to like just outplaying, they try and challenge and outplay each other. That's what they want to do in this sort of situations. Like it's a challenge between them internally to beat each other.
I suppose it's nice to have a little bit of competition between each other, because then I suppose it gives you another incentive to win. Yeah. I mean, not that $1 million should anyway, but you know, I think it's nice to have that little rivalry.
Yeah, any incentive to make you perform better is something that you need to have there, and obviously if it works for you, then why not? Right now, Fighter picking up a kill there in the background on Theros as well. So now there's still the capture marks to that 3-3 mark line right now, and of course, you know, UX Gaming, we're in that lead at the half, but a cap going into Mindfreak right now, you know, put them back into that tight sort of situation, but still not out of this yet, and they're not going to get the win unless they can get another capture in. They have to head to overtime first. Buzzers, 2 pieces sent on Theros and Freddy K. Going to help them out push up a little bit here, but again, they're not pushing up altogether. There's one person pushing up, and the other players are sort of scattered.
Yeah, I mean, I think UX didn't get a very good spawn. They spawned like mid-map there, so they had to retreat back. But if they'd run aggressive with that, then Mindfreak was set up quite nicely to defend that, because they kept so many people back. But that was well played by them, but there you go, 3 more kills on the board. Dens is going to come up trumps once again, and the flag is going to be pulled away. That is going to be Dens, 22-11, and, you know, best player in Australia, you were saying, apparently. So,
you know, one of the best. One of the best. A lot of people do consider him the best in Australia at this time. But you know, they're definitely up there in regards to being able to do it all, and you know, play any position that you need them to play. That sort of stuff's right there. Multi-talented, as they say. Right now, obviously, Fighter on our screens, looking out here at the back, just looking to perhaps go for that flag and perhaps take it out. Obviously, they want to defend it a little bit before they go for a run. Obviously, there were players of UX Gaming and trying to grab it. You see it's away from the base right now, but it will automatically go back there in a short time. But still, you know, it's been pretty much a good 2 minutes since the flag has been touched and ran a good distance. So right now, you know, 3 for 3 in that scoreline. One of these teams to do something, otherwise they're going to hit an OT.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty close. I mean, considering the first 2 months, I was expecting this to be pretty much game over. Mindfreak to come in here and do the work that they needed to do. But minute and 53 left, and it's not looking too much in their favor at all. I mean, they are pushing in here, but they just can't seem to make those clutch kills. They seem to get a few members down, pull the flag, and then just not get away with it somehow. I mean, just like that, they get a couple down. D Magic then comes up trumps there. Doing very well. Shocks does taking down, but this is where they need to be good. They need to make sure they're getting the cut-off points, which is where they haven't succeeded previously, but this is looking really good for a flag from Buzzo here. He has support from his teammates. He should be able to make this kill. Fantastically well played by Buzzo. The rest of his team did go down, and he eventually gets the flag in. 4-3 to Mindfreak now. He has some defensive work to do, but his teammates are respawning.
Yeah, he's got a few players around there, but he's still, like you said, his teammates just come off that respawn. Shocks and Dans both picking up a kill there, each on Cookster and D Magic. They've now allowed them to really now push back out and, you know, regain a bit of map control from behind, though. Theros has snuck on through. Will he go for the flag run? That is the thing. He will grab it. He will try and run it poolside. D-Magic is there to help him out. They've got a player waiting and watching inside of the bottom of the hotel lobby now. Let's watch out to his right-hand side. Here comes the flag run. He's going to now challenge it here, as it would be Fighter now going for that challenge. Gets the kill. You know, there's players around here. Not too sure where they are, though. One more player outside. He gets dropped there by D-Magic. D-Magic might be able to grab that. No, Cookster will instead. He'll put that flag in, and just like that, tie back up 4 caps apiece.
Yeah, that was very well played by Fighter. He just really slowed the process down for UX. They couldn't really get it in there because they know he's around and can't push in, but it wasn't time enough. But they could get counter-capped here. Cookster has some defensive work to do. Does go down. Dens getting some kills, and kills going down left, right, and center here, and it is actually going to get pulled away by Shocks. Can he get some support from his teammate at this moment in time? He's looking pretty good. Kill's going to come in there. Big grenade eventually coming in. Cookster, very, very well played there. Dens does not get the flag before it gets returned, and could this be potentially a flag for UX here? D-Magic's looking really good for this, and who's this is going to be coming down the right-hand side? It is going to be Shocks. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about this. Final seconds remaining. D-Magic try and get this one in. He's going to get it.
Big
UX
play.
are going to take the map 5-4 now. Fantastic work by them. They were getting countered themselves, and then they countered it back, so UX win the map, and wow.
The difference there was Cookster's 2-piece in Courtyard.
Oh yeah, did
showing
very well.
that flag run, getting the flag return, and then obviously, you know, D-Magic running that flag at the same time. That was the big difference right there. So that 2-piece by Cookster, if that didn't happen, that flag would have went in.
Yeah, Yeah,
So,
but it was very, very well played by UX 5-4. Not
Yeah,
what I expected.
definitely.
Not what I expected. It's the first 3-0 we're not going to have on this stage. Thank you. I mean,
But, you know,
it's just been whitewashes across the board, but UX really showing up in that CTF.
big numbers put up by both teams there, so that's why it's sort of so close, and as close as what you see there on that when you saw that scoreboard before. You know, both these teams had a high KD and a low KD on both their side of things, and two other players that broke on even. So, ladies and gentlemen, game number 4 will be Biolab uplink between Mindfreak and UX Gaming. Don't go anywhere here for the Call of Duty Championships 2015 presented by Xbox. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to game number 4 between Mindfreak and UX Gaming. Of course, it will be an uplink on Biolab. But ton so far, first 2 games went in favour of Mindfreak. And, you know, convincingly hard point. S&D not so much convincingly. It's a close game.
Yeah, I think UX of the series, as the series has went on, have really stepped up their game a little bit. And providing to be a bit of a surprise package for me, because I didn't think that they would really show up against Mindfreak.
I feel Menace from their pool is the team that a lot of people thought would show up against Mindfreak in that sort of situation.
I mean, we'll see what goes on there later on in the tournament, but UX showed up a little bit, because I had Envy Mindfreak.
Yeah.
But if UX can cause an upset there, that throws it completely up in the air. Because I think the big one for I think Evius looked very good before against Menace. They looked very, very good. So I think it's a bit of a toss-up between them for first and second, but obviously, I'm still thinking an Envy Mindfreak 1-2.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the game who's going to finish first.
Oh, no, definitely agree with you 100% right there. And these guys obviously in the uplink Biolab side of things, first ones want to grab that drone and try and take it to the portal to get those points on that board. Obviously, for those that aren't aware, if you take the drone through it yourself, you get 2 points. If you throw it in, it's only the 1 point. Right now, that drone has yet to be touched. There's all players want to get it set up, and that's what you see on Biolab so much. It's all about getting that set up first before you grab that drone. Yeah,
it's all literally about getting some sort of control, and it's quite similar on the rest of the matches. This one more so than any other, but it is literally get some control around that point before you can even make it. But if you can get a hold of that ball, you can get a point very, very quickly. You can go for the 1, and that's looking good from Shocks. Just going to get that 1 in there. I thought it was going to be a little interception.
Looked like it.
Did not happen though. And there you go, Freddy Kit. Let's see if he can get a point back on the board. 4 minutes remaining on this half.
Freddy Kit, a few players around him there. Den's just got a clean 2-pitch. Freddy just looked like he got stopped in his tracks. He wasn't too sure what happened to his teammate as the ball just came flying through and he got dropped right in front of him. Den's then picks up D-Magic there as well in the background. So now, you know, Freddy K, for the most part, was the only one alive for a short time there as he now finally finds where the player was looking for. Den's hiding in the middle there at circle. A drone yet to be put back on hands now as it re-downloads, obviously, because no one had touched it for a short time. Theros now on our screens from this UX Gaming squad. Looking to perhaps go for a bit of a drone dribble for his own. He gets shut down, however, by Shocks and Dans, who are both pushing at the same time. Cookster up high, though. Gets the kill, or gets an assist on 1, thanks to D-Magic there as well.
Yeah, he's trying to get some kills and some control around this area. Neither team has really managed to do it, apart from Mindfreak that one time. And then they did manage to get the point. But since then, it has been pretty much just again a tug of war to try and get some control around this area. Currently, we are looking at UX pretty much stacking up together. But then something we do see from Mindfreak, they're trying to be pushing around there, but that's very nicely played by Freddy K. A couple of kills do go down, so they will be able to pick that one up. Mindfreak have some defensive work to do.
They do, as Freddy K is going to grab that drone now, head out towards open snow, it would seem. A few players out and around as a player down the back end there. He decides to throw it pretty much towards him. It doesn't bounce off the edge though, but the players are all out and around. Shocks will grab it, go for the reset. And now just almost the first quarter gone. Still only 1-0 here on Biolab. Uplink between these two teams of Mindfreak and UX Gaming right now. As you see D-Magic down on that kill feed, picking up Buzzin, as Buzzin was trying to make some push and a play on out from his own little area. Shocks now top purple, sorry. Decides to jump on down, checking the area at the same time, doing a couple of 360s in that process.
Yeah, that was strange. I feel as if UX could have went for a 1-pointer there. He seemed to chuck it in the wrong direction. If anything, I think he just completely missed it rather than a pass. But there you go. I mean, they're getting some kills on the board, but here we go. Mindfreak coming back, 3 men momentarily down. They're going to get some control, but some defensive work is going to have to be done by the UX team. Buzzo does take down Cookstead. Cookstead taking down Buzzo. Wasn't sure how that happened. Fighter should be able to get a point on the board. Is the bounce going to get there? Not quite. Theros grabs that. He should reset that. Although saying that, they're going for the quick one through here. They're going to try and look for a dump, but UX very, very aggressive, and they might be able to get that there. Mindfreak going to be able to do it. They are going to get the 1 point though. Fantastically well played, because what you can do there, you can go safe and reset.
Yeah.
But they turned around and said, you know what, so this, we're going to go straight through, try and get a point on the board. Very, very well done.
Yeah, if they'd gotten that kill on Buzzin, then obviously, yeah, could have went for the 2 points, but they were at the time would have been defending out there, so perfectly timed to grab that and just go for that throw right before you're getting it cleaned up. Anyway, Freddie K last been up alive right for a moment here. However, if Freddie K does shut down Den, so if he had gotten dropped there, it would have been an easy 2 points fighting. However, he's going to try and risk it there. A little bit too much, a little bit too aggressive, and can't really get that point in. So still 1 point apiece here on Biolab uplink right now, with still 1:15 on the clock here in this first half side of things.
Buzzo's really slowed things down. 3 men do go down. Kook's coming up with the clutch kill out of the Dens though. Needs to do something special here. Buzzo does make the kill. The bomb, sorry, the drone is in the hands of MF as they did get those 2 points on the board.
Yeah, I was trying to find it there. A few players were picking it up and dropping it, picking it up and dropping it. Then Shox did grab it in the end there and put it up on through for that 2 points. And Shox just right now decides to double challenge there up high on Freddie K, who was not looking anywhere behind him. Put some shots out across through mid there. Cooks this 2-piece there on Shox and Fighter there as well. Will help them out and try and get a bit more control around this drone area. Theros now on our screens. Buzzin's 2-piece there to answer back with as well. 7-point streak for Buzzin right now. 13 and 8 in regards to KD.
He's had a much better game here than he has done on the previous maps, I feel. 13 minutes, so you know, he's really pulling his weight here. Theros is letting his team down just a little bit there, though. 5 to 14. Currently still 3-1. It's very close. It literally is a dunk in it, and Shox could go for the 1-pointer here. Not going to be able to throw it. Very well shut down by UX, who actually have a chance themselves. Is Theros, which way is he going to run it? He is actually going to run through purple, so be interesting to see if he can get a point from here. I do feel as if Mindfreak are going to lock this down, but Freddie K was in a fantastic position. He's going to go for the pass here, but nobody really to pass it to, although they do have a hold of it now, and it is actually going to be Mindfreak who get a hold of that just at the end there. That's going to be 3-1 as we go into the next half.
Honestly, like a map like Biolab, obviously it is the less highest scored map when it comes to uplink games, but, you know, 3-1, it seems like a very close one. It was 1-1 there for so long. Although both teams did go for the throw-ins, did try to go for the 1-pointers, and I wouldn't be surprised coming out of this next half if you actually just try and go for those 1-pointers out of blue every time. Just keep trying to throw it up and over, up and over, up and over. Like, you know, you can get there in the end. If they can just shut down MF in that way, they can take this to a game 5, which would be that S&D on Detroit.
Well, let's see. I still think MF should walk away with this one here. Literally, I think.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I think in the power position, they were never really in the lead on, apart from one type of like 10 seconds on the CTF. If they can get a lead here, that's nice by Theros. This little Shox is going to pick up a 3-piece of his own, actually. And Buzzo should be able to run this one home. Have they got enough cover? He needs to decide whether he's going to go for the dunk or whether just the 1 point. Unfortunately, he is going to show himself just a little bit too soon. Fighter going to try and clean things up, though, and Shox is going to get a hold of the drone. Does go down also. Kills go down all over the place here, and really not any control from the defensive team. Fighter should be able to get this one in. It's looking pretty good. That's going to be 4-1 now. 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining, and very, very well played. I don't think UX ever got any control there. They were getting kills, but the people were respawning, getting there from Mindfreak quicker than they could get the kills.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a case of they can't really get rid of the drone. Fortunately, Mindfreak did get a point on the board. Now on board with Dens. See what he can do here.
Den's drone in hand. He's got players escorting him. He's got one player up high, one player down low. Look at Den's just dip diving and dodging every which way he can. In he goes with the drone as well. 6-1 the scoreline now becomes. After that 2-pointer goes on in. That's in 1:10. They scored 3 points just then. That's the most we've seen in a very long time after that first half.
Yeah, they heated up a little bit here in the second half. That was very nice by Dens. And it was a nice call. I mean, I wouldn't be 100% sure who the shot caller is. I'm really on this team to sort of say, right, okay, yeah, let's go around this way. Let's go for the dunk instead. Because they had the numbers, both teams, and I think UX just got caught a little bit off guard, if anything.
The thing with Mindfreak is that's the shot caller wise, they all know what needs to be done. They're all calling the shots. So like
they've done it again.
They don't see anyone as like, you know, the in-game captain, so to speak. They all know exactly what needs to be done. Buzzin just gets that rebound, so to speak, and puts that one up in. 8-1 that scoreline becomes. So yeah, if you ever listen to these guys communicate, you'll hear them all saying what needs to be and what has to happen, what needs to go on, and it's just one of those things that it's always interesting to see. D Magic over now on our screens with that drone in hand, try to get that one across there. 8-1 the scoreline becomes. Fighter intercepts it down now after it was dropped, decides to head up in through Biolab, and they might be able to get another point on the board here if they can get close enough to that portal.
Well, on board with Fighter, and you see this tactic seems to be employed very, very well. Dens has got the cover for him as well. D-Magic's going to come in there with a kill, but it is going to be cleaned up by Mindfreak. That's going to be another one on the board. 10-1 now. Looking very good for them. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining of this second half, and Mindfreak are very much in the driving seat.
Definitely something we need to hear right now. So we're going to jump on board to listen in to the Mindfreak squad to see how their communication's going right now in this uplink on Biolab.
Die werden über Green gehen. Ja. Top Red schon, Top Red schon. Top Red down. Ball ist vorm Ball ist einer Weak, 2 sind da.
Einer ist Bio drin, HP.
On their base, on their base, on their base. I go single. Troop. I go single. Go single.
You need to grab that. You need to grab that.
Troop dead. Go single.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Everybody's with the best. Top. Fuck.
I'm with.
It's still in. Guys, good shit. Get that in.
I'm going.
Back up.
Got it. Hey,
I think one's top fucking purple, dude.
Fuck.
Top.
I'm in storage.
Got him. Yeah, ball. I'll get ball.
Hey, purple.
Oh yeah.
I'm in orange.
Solid listening there with the Mindfreak guys, and you know that's sort of, you hear them all saying, calling out what's happening, what's going on, where you have to be, move around, and that's what you want to see. 12-1 that scoreline becomes. Then goes to the long throw-in from Shocks there, and the scoreline becomes 13-1.
Something I love about this game is, you know, movement is another element that's been really brought into it. It was always quite important on previous, but
nothing like now.
Oh yeah, if you can master the diving, the ducking everywhere, and you can get good with it, it really just brings another element to your gameplay, especially on uplink. I mean, you know, if you can jump in and dodge around where you need to, then it really does benefit you. Having a good shot also helps. Oh,
obviously it's one of the biggest things. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying like that in regards to the movement. It's just all over. It's so sporadic. If you can control it, and if you can master it, it's your game changer, and it's one of those extra elements in this game that make it so unique and so great. Right now, buzzing on our screens though, drone in hand, 13-1 that scoreline is right now, and obviously it is locked in, it is closed out. These guys can't bring it back at this stage from UX, but at the same time, you know, they can still get some more points on the board, and they're still putting up a fight. But Fighter's two-piece there, pushing out and along. He's on 26 for his team out of Shocks there as well. 23 and then 23 for Buzzard and Den, so it's pretty equal across the board in that regards. You know, they're all slaying well.
Well, 30 seconds remaining, and I don't think UX will come back.
No.
Maybe 15-1. Maybe it's a little bit out of the question. But yeah, 15-1 is currently the score. That could go even higher, Buzzo, at this moment in time. The second half, a lot better from Mindfreak here. 16 seconds remaining. Got a feeling this might actually just be... No, it didn't reset quite. I couldn't quite remember the score from the previous half. But 17-1, second half here. Very, very convincing from Mindfreak, showing that they can play uplink very, very well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Although the first half it was 3-1, so yeah, it's a fair few extra captures. So no captures at all for that UX gaming during the second half, but plenty to go on. The 14 captures for the team of
the dunks just seem
points.
to come in a little bit easier, you know. They definitely preferred that side, if anything.
Oh, yes. Definitely more preferred side for Mindfreak in that side of things for BioLab on uplink. And taking the series now 3-1 overall. So these guys are going to be very happy in that regards. And obviously, you know, Mindfreak will be as well. Now, obviously, they're not out of it yet. There's still more pool play action to come overall in that. But next up on the Charlie stream is going to be Gamers2 up against XL5 T1. So that's another Aussie team. For the Aussie viewers out there, there you go. A bit of intel for you. Stick around, Charlie. You want to watch that. But Ton, overall thoughts on that match?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. Both teams maybe a bit of an unknown entity to a lot of players. Gamers2 did okay at European qualifiers, but you know, I mean, how do you see T1 doing?
I feel T1.
I mean,
I think T1 are tipped to come out second in their pool up against, you know, Optic Nations as well in there.
Yeah.
I think this Gamers2 match though will be the bit of the decider for it.
Yeah.
And I think we'll find out how these guys go. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, like I said, don't go anywhere. It'll be Gamers2 up against XL5 T1 next year on the Charlie stream for the Call of Duty Championships 2015, presented by Xbox. We'll be back soon.